But how is
Right.
it helpful? What is your perspective on this?
Um, well, it's just like, humans, the allure of fame and status is people think that I think a lot of people who don't have fame or status, they think that once they get to a certain point, it'll be enough.
Hmm.
Like if you already have a podcast where, you're um, you're inviting adult film actresses on and having, having fun with them. You would think that for the average guy that would be enough. Like for me, if I looking at it, it's just like if that was my lifestyle, that's it. No one, like, I would be happy with that. And I'm already a millionaire, I'm already doing this, it's fun, and then I'm married to the love of my life, I had a kid. Like, when is it enough? And then you realize, like, humans, it never seems to be enough. For some people, it never seems to be enough, the allure of fame, right? Because um maybe there was a point where they were like, we have this opportunity, and I know this would work, and we would become even richer and even more famous. We just have to, like, kind of sell our soul a little bit. But we were,
Hmm.
in a sense, they already did. Like, why are we waving our finger at um, adult film actors? Like, that's never, like, think about this. Right now, Ron Jeremy, um, when Ron Jeremy was on, like, back in the day, when he was on, like, these reality TV shows, like when they did reality TV shows, like on VH1, MTV, where they just throw random celebrities on there, and it'd be like a competition, whatever flavor of reality TV shows. Did anyone think that Ron Jeremy was, like, supposed to act in an honorable, normal person way? No, he had a degenerate lifestyle, that's what he did. But for some reason now, that two adult film actors do something like this, everyone's clutching their pearls. And I don't. That's the part I don't understand. Like, if it was like an Air Force captain or a pastor, then I'd be like, that's kind of messed up. It'd be a scandal. But he's doing this, and that's how there's like a lot of, like, people who bring their morality and things that there shouldn't be any morality in. Like, it's just two people who just dedicated to having sex on camera. And you don't just have sex on camera and live a normal life. There's a certain psychology behind that. And I, even during the, like, when they, I think there was a live stream with Andrew Tate which popped up on my feed,
Hmm.
and they both were, like, sitting in their studio and asking Andrew Tate, like, or he asked Andrew Tate, how much would it take to get you to sleep with my wife, and uh, the energy and the, like, the posture and the thing. It was like when you go on vacation to a tropical location and the old weird couple approaches you and starts being really nice to you and starts asking you weird questions. It's the same energy. It's just, you know, and it's just very strange. I think people, we should just stop, leave our morality out there and realize, hey, they're adult film actors. Like, they're, you know, I think the only problem is now is that the country is, like, doesn't have, like, a moral compass right now for the most part.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I just don't know why we're applying our morality as normal people to people who made their living having sex on camera with, porn stars. I just don't, that part I don't get. You know.
Hmm. No, you're right about that. And what, like I said, it doesn't even bother me or whatever. It's more like, why would you have gotten married in the first place if it wasn't just for the sake of being able to say, "Oh, I let myself be cucked," and it's like, yeah, okay, I already knew you were in the industry. Good on you to be in there, but it's like, the fact alone that it's such a huge news issue. I'm kind of like, people, what the hell are we doing?
Hmm. Yeah.
Maybe it is a morality thing, and maybe there's something I'm missing, but it's like, how is this, how is all of this even the slightest bit helpful to anyone? Because, like, a lot of guys, you'd be surprised how many people in here do that. Like Steve, what's his name, there was some behavioral psychologist who used to do it together with Jack Murphy. They used to wife swap and things like that. And whatever, all kinds of things. And then you have like Destiny, who has its open marriage thing, and then you have Sneaker, who experimented with it. I don't even know if he's still with the girl who he did that with. And it's kind of like, why is everybody so enthralled with it? And maybe the question as well is, why? Not even why. Like, what makes you think lets these guys live with it? Like, if you're like Adam 22, who is in the industry, I get it more. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's kind of your job and you guys are used to it, and
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. And he plays it up. But it's like, oh, I let my wife do it. It's like, isn't it kind of more like your coworker who you
Yeah.
happen to marry kind
Yeah.
of
It's
thing?
like, would you expect Ron Jeremy or I don't know any other of these famous male porn stars, a dude with a porn stash doing porn to have like a normal Christian marriage? Like, why does everyone have to be on your page? You know. And also, I think a lot of guys too aren't okay. When you see these things, right? I think this is the biggest problem, and this is what makes it weird, right? Because there's plenty of degenerate podcasts where they invite adult film actresses. There's even one where they have like sex on camera, like
Yeah,
after
that's
the podcast. Yeah, and it's just like, and it's popping up on my IG reels. You know, I don't know why. Maybe because I saw a pair of boobs for like 4 seconds instead of 2 seconds, and
the
now,
algorithm knows, man.
yeah, if you want, apparently, if you're like scrolling, I'll be like Shiba Inu, lift, anime girl with big boobs, cosplay, 4 seconds, nice,
There
and
you
then keep
go.
going, and then boom, tits, right? I think that's how the algorithm works.
Not with Instagram, it's even weirder. Let's say I talk with one of you guys on stream, whatever, and some topic comes up.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, that topic is all over my Instagram feed. Or I mentioned something on Twitter, and all of a sudden, it's on my Instagram feed. I'm like,
How?
I don't like this. It's
Yeah,
like, no, go away.
yeah,
It's just
but
so weird, man.
yeah,
Algorithms is a whole topic in and of itself.
yeah, and the thing, I think the biggest problem is that Adam, he's in the hip hop community, and that is the problem right there. Because if you're in the hip hop community, he interviews people that are in the hip hop community, other influencers and stuff like that. So there's an element of masculinity that goes with rap and hip hop culture. I got the hoes, the bitches, so he has two, now that he's married to his wife, he has two people he has to perform for, right? Because he's a showman, this is all for show. I have the degenerates, the coomers, the incels, whatever, that jerk off to my wife and me having sex and a random third girl. And then I have my homies, the hip hop, the people that listen to, Drake and whatever rappers, like the hip hop community. And a lot of those, the hip hop community thought it was really cool for him to like bring on adult actresses and smash them on camera. They thought, man, that's a G thing to do, because it's like you're the man and you're in charge, and it's a threesome, and that's what real G's do, right? Hip hop community. But then the minute he let his wife get by the black dude, it's like he betrayed the masculine side of his audience, which was the hip hop audience, and no one's talking about that side, right?
Hmm.
And that's the problem. If it was just some dude who only talked to that side of the adult film, no one would care. They'd be like, "Ah, just another degenerate couple," right? But since he had that element of, that's why it bothers so many people. That's why they're like, "Oh," and they're making memes and all that stuff. And I know he knew this because he knew his fan. People know their fan base, and his fan base was, I got people who like to watch me and my wife bang, and people like me to talk about hip hop, dating, kind of masculinity stuff. And and then sometimes he hits on topics like the trans stuff and all that. And it seems a pretty sober view on the status quo of what's going on. So people are like, "Oh, he's one of us. He's cool." I mean, he's tatted, all that stuff, and he looks like a bum, right, on the street, but he's
One
still
of
cool.
us.
Yeah, he's still cool. One of us, one of us. And then this happens, and everyone feels betrayed, right? And that's the problem. And then, this also happened, and I tweeted this, Rolo with the vasectomy tweet, where everyone thought, oh, Rolo is one of us, maybe because he talks about how unfair the sexual marketplace is. So you have the incels, the black pillars, the trads, who either borrow stuff from him or at least respect him because of the work he's done. And then he says the vasectomy thing, he doesn't mean anything big by it. He's just trying to say, like, hey, from point A to point B, this is the fastest way. But that doesn't mean do it. It doesn't mean don't do it. This is just what it is. And then
Hmm.
people lose their minds because now he's not on team them,